What's up? Ryu here for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Welcome back to Guide to Your Side. It's been a little while since the last one. Before we get started, first off, let me just say, so sorry it took so long to get to RaidRaptors. I swore I did one before, but you know what? It's okay. You guys have requested for like 2 straight months. One of you, at the very least. I'm sorry I didn't have your username in front of me. It's about 3 a.m. when I record this, because just working on that coffee time video. But more importantly, I wanted to make sure this was out in time for you. So let's make sure this happens tonight. So, RaidRaptors, deck that can search a lot, exceed a lot, and Ultimate Falcon is pretty much their win condition by burning you and making this unstoppable force, but it is very easy to counter. It is actually, quite frankly, one of the easiest decks to side against. It's just that you gotta have a lot of patience when you're going against them and know exactly how to counter them. And we're going to make sure you know how to do that tonight here on Guide to Your Side. So, before we get started, if there's a deck you would like me to do one for, make sure to sound off in the comment section down below, and I will make sure to get to it at some point, even if it takes 8 weeks. Now, with that said, let's get right into Guide to Your Side. So first off, Ultimate Falcon. It's a Towers-like monster. How do we deal with a Towers-like monster? Well, this one can be tributed. So, Kaiju Sea Turtle. It is the #1. It is pretty much my favorite one to use when you're trying to set up that Ultimate Falcon. They put all that time and investment into it. You just tribute it off and you say, you can't have that. You played that Catacol to get here faster. You can't have it. You get rid of a Towers-like monster. You give him a 2200 beat stick that can be destroyed by battle, returned to your hand, whatever. Combines really nicely with compulsory evacuation device if you so want to use it. Keep in mind at the beginning of the video, I did say this deck searches quite a bit. So, running cards like Mistake, the actual trap card, and Thunder King Ryo are both great cards to completely shut down the deck. They won't be able to search out their RaidRaptor monsters. They won't be able to search out their rank up cards. They won't be able to search out as tremendously as the deck tends to do. So, by stunning them in that case, they have to figure out, oh shit, how do I get over this before I can move forward? So floodgating them, like everything else, works really nicely. You can also run Majesty's Fiend and Vanity's Fiend, because locking them out of special summoning, of course that goes with Vanity's Emptiness as well, works really great against the deck. You see the second monster come on the board, just flip up the Vanity. But it goes further than just that. Max C helps you get to your draw power cards, helps you get to your counter cards to use against this deck, because that is a crucial aspect to make sure you can draw out what you need. One of the best cards to use against this, surprisingly enough, it won't help you against their quote-unquote rank 4 spam, but it will help you against their rank up spam, their Catacol plays, their Allure of Darkness plays, just whatever spell card they're going to play, Anti-Spell Fragrance. It works so good against everything else. But just keep in mind that usually with RaidRaptors, the first thing that they're going to do to get their engine going, they're not going to sit here and use 20 spell cards, no disrespect to anyone, like Blue Eyes will. They're going to utilize their monsters to get into it. So shutting down those monster effects are just as important. But what you're focusing on with Anti-Spell Fragrance is focusing on the monster, or not the monsters, the spell cards that will help them rank up to those bigger monsters, that Catacol, that rank up Shovel Force, I think it is. Just pretty much any rank up card you're going to see from this deck, you'll be able to say, oh, hell no, and put it face down and deal with it one at a time, so that's also an option. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. I cannot talk highly enough about this card, because there's a Light Imprisoning Mirror, but it just seems like people forget about this, with all due respect. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, what does it do? It shuts down their monster effects. Shutting down their monster effects is one of the best things you can do against the deck. Yes, they have a card's attack, so have that Trap Stun or even that Starlight Road at the ready. It's a pretty good card to run right now. I'm not even joking. Starlight Road is actually pretty legit right now. So, but do gotta say, back to the point of what we were making here. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, fantastic card. It is a skill drain that hits the graveyard as well. They do have like Fuzzy Lannis, which uses the graveyard effect and is allowed, you're able to search out another one. You just shut that down. You shut down their rank 4 exceed. They don't get to do that. They don't get their searches. It's a pretty self-explanatory card, and it's not super expensive either. I would also recommend Book of Eclipse, because you could just set everything face down and then it just stuns them, and I'm like, oh, I can't make a rank 4 here. So since I can't make a rank 4, that gives you an opportunity to jump over that before they go. Like if they play Catacol, you could chain Book of Eclipse in that whole scenario. Basically, common cards that you would be using for other matchups you can utilize here, just as you would there. Fossil Diona. Not the best one, but again, stopping their special summons, I still say Vanity's Emptiness and Vanity's Fiend will work 10 times better than Fossil Diona, but I bring up Fossil Diona because it's going to become popular as a side deck card once again. I'll explain that at a much later date. Just trust me. Chaos Trap Hole. This goes without saying. It's a dark deck. It works against light and dark decks. It helps you against ABC. It'll help you against RaidRaptors. You only really have to focus on Ultimate Falcon. Primarily, most of the time, is going to be your biggest threat in this game. Well, you know, this matchup. Not this game, this matchup. Effect Veiler. Cannot talk highly enough about Effect Veiler. You shut down their search because they like to go into, you know, additional searches and go from there. You stun them for that one. I know I'm not a big fan of Effect Veiler right now for this matchup, but it's still an option. Volcanic Queen, Lava Golem, these go without saying, but they're kind of outdated because you're better off using stuff like Santa Claus or, of course, any of the kaijus. Whatever kaiju you prefer, because in this matchup, unlike Blue Eyes or ABC, you don't have to worry about them utilizing it for a rank 8. In this matchup, usually what you're going to see is rank 4s and then a lot of spell cards to rank them up. So focus on that. Cannot talk highly enough about this card. I know it's hell of expensive right now. It may change over the weekend. Dimensional Barrier. This comes out of Invasion Vengeance. It is a secret rare. If you were lucky enough to pull it, fucking use it. You can call Fusions. You can call Exceeds. You can call Rituals. You can call Synchros. That's 4 right there you could shut down with one card. It is a one-turn card, but pretty much what you're going to utilize this for is to stun your opponent, then just be able to jump over. Like if you see a Catacol or the rank up force, you just call Exceeds from there. They can no longer further exceed for the turn, and then you just instantly shut them out. It's a great thing to do against the deck because it hurts like hell. And it doesn't just affect RaidRaptors, it affects other matchups. So you're not just stuck there going, oh, I can only use this for RaidRaptors. Fuck no, you can use it across the board and you're going to get some great results out of it. It is uber expensive, but it is fantastic, and it is probably, let's be frank here, it is the best card out of Invasion Vengeance. I know people are going to say totally awesome is, but we'll talk about that tomorrow on Coffee Time. I'm prepping that video, just trust me. It's going to be super long. Utopia Lightning. This is the easiest card to use in this entire matchup because it jumps over Ultimate Falcon. It poops on the birds because that's what they do on your car. So you do it back to them. You get the revenge. Haha. But back to the point. Pretty much Ultimate Falcon comes out at around 3,500. And I believe it lowers things as the turns go. Utopia Lightning pumps to 5,000. So since it pumps to 5,000, instant kill, goodbye, GG, shake hands, see you later, go from there. Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike, counteracting cards, to stop them is instantly going to be away. But what if it hits the board? What if you got to deal with that time? Moon Mirror Shield, this is another great card. Mainly, you're primarily going to use it for this matchup because ABCs are going to target the shit out of it. They're going to bash you out and be like, oh, hell no, we ain't letting you have that. Because if we let you have that, you're just going to jump over Dragon Buster. So that's, a whole nother thing. But Moon Mirror Shield's fantastic to use against this matchup as well. You can use the barrier statues with it, or even Fossil Diona with Moon Mirror Shield is a great combo. Or even Thunder King. That'll poop on them right there. I also got to give mention to 2 more cards, Horn of Heaven and Grand Horn of Heaven. Like I said earlier in this video, anytime you can use counter trap cards to poop on the matchup, instantly do it. Do not hold yourself back from that. Just shut the deck down. Pretty much shut the deck down from its major plays. Anti-Spell Fragrance, typical stuff you're going to use against meta. You can use here and get the same results that you would against the meta. Just as well, like you would in those matchups, it's going to help you here. So you don't really have to change up your side deck just for that one RaidRaptor matchup. You could just utilize what you're using now and use it for the rest of the format and feel comfortable knowing that if you see that random RaidRaptor deck, you're ready now. So, again, anything you want me to cover, I know Deities was requested. That'll probably be next. And the new Zodiacs, I'll probably cover those as well, because I know there's a lot of people going, I don't know how to deal with this. I see it on the forums and I like to help. It's just my thing. Anyways, guys, I'm super swamped because of coffee time. That's why you guys did not get a stock market for Invasion Vengeance. That is something I would love to do moving forward. Maybe in a couple months when we have the new studio. Basically doing it on the weekend of release, giving you those prices. It's something I'm looking, forward to doing at some point. It just, scheduling right now has been horrendous. And I'm just getting back on my feet, literally, with the next couple of weeks. So, just be patient. Everything's going to come out. Coffee time may be a little bit late. You may not have Therio because of coffee time, but coffee time is going to probably be the most heavily edited, put together video I've done in months. And that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So, quick thank you for you guys sticking through this video. It means the world to me. If you're brand new and you found this video enjoyable to any sense, you like what I do on Sunday videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more so you don't miss out on any videos, and drop a comment because it helps through the YouTube algorithm. I'm just being completely frank, and I want to get out there to at least 10,000 subs. It would be nice. I gotta admit, it would be nice. But thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel, and I will see you tomorrow for coffee time. Get ready. It's going to be good. See you then. Peace.